Welcome to Cheers to Ears, where today we're creating a Disney park in Eastern Europe while trying a Limoncello Mule from Via Napoli, Ristorante e Pizzeria from Epcot. Welcome to Cheers to Ears.
We're gonna clink our drinks, we're gonna toast our ears, we're gonna talk Disney and get our cheers to ears. Cheers to ears.
Okay, we're back. Tell us how they make this. Tell us some info about this drink.
The Limoncello Mule?
Yes.
You're talking about?
Yeah.
At Epcot?
That particular drink.
All right. Well, it's made with Grey Goose La Orange vodka, Limoncello, peach puree, orange juice, pineapple juice, lime juice, and ginger beer, and it's sold for only $19 at Ristorante e Pizzeria.
Very nice. So to make this, we did 1 shot, 1.5 ounces of Tito's vodka. We didn't do the orange vodka. 2 ounces of limoncello.
Limoncello.
Half ounce of peach puree, 1 ounce of orange juice, 1 ounce of pineapple juice, half ounce of lime juice, and then we topped it with probably about 3 ounces, I'd say, of ginger beer.
Right.
And again, we've had ginger drinks. A couple of them have been horrible. Mm-hmm. This is not one of them.
This is top notch.
This is like a lemon drop mule.
Right. And this is good. We needed this.
Yes.
Because we record 2 episodes at a time sometimes, which we did today. As you can tell by my shirt. Oh. As you can tell by my shirt, because I didn't change this time. You change shirts between episodes at least, so it looks a little different. But
Yeah.
I'm still sporting my Naval Academy dad.
Yeah.
So, so we had the caramelized leek.
Martini.
Which you would have heard last week. And it wasn't the greatest thing. But this is one of the greatest things.
Yeah.
This might be the best mule I've ever had.
I'd say it is. I know we had another one that was good. But this is a good drink. Mm-hmm. I would actually go and order this in a heartbeat.
Right.
So, yeah. Hooray for... And it's funny because both this and the caramelized leek were both drinks ordered by Quincy from All Ears. Steered us wrong on the other one. This one completely redeemed herself. Not that she gives a crap, but anyway, it works really well. The lemon comes forward. There, you do get a hint of the ginger, which I'm not a big fan of ginger, but this...
You're not.
It blends so well with the ginger, with all the other flavors and the juices. Not a lot of juice, 2.5 ounces, and the peach puree and stuff, but yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Very good drink. Very good drink. Yes, so
we're
talking about what today? I just totally blanked because I had a little mic issue a second ago, so I just totally thinking about that. So we're done with that. We're back. Welcome back to Cheers to Ears.
So you said Eastern Europe. This is actually a park, a Mediterranean park.
So yeah, we said Southern Europe, right? Is what we kind of said at first.
Mediterranean, I would say. Well, Southern Europe, but Mediterranean.
Right. Okay.
So, which makes a lot of sense because, like Disneyland, LA has a Mediterranean climate. Okay, so it's pretty dry. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of rain.
Right.
Occasionally you'll get it, but for the most part, warm, sunny, dry. And so that's what we did with our parks there. Although we did the ChatGPT episode, we had ChatGPT come up with a 5th gate. Right. I think mine's 100 times better than what ChatGPT could come up with.
Mine's pretty good too, and mine isn't even like I didn't even deep dive. If I would have spent the hours to deep dive, well, it would have been like a 2-hour episode.
Yeah. So I have a picture. This is the
interesting.
I
like the little spires.
Yeah, I did have, and that. So sometimes for inspiration, I asked ChatGPT to come up with a castle. That's all I wanted, just to see a castle.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I printed black and white. I'll hold it up for the camera if you're watching on YouTube. But that inspired me so much of the direction I wanted to go with all of this. So let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
So I say, before we each came up with 5 lands, I say we introduce our parks. We'll take turns, and then we'll go in and we'll take turns talking about the lands.
Okay, so just an overview of the park.
Overview of
where
the
it's
park.
at, name,
Yes.
and that's it?
Yeah.
Where it's at, name. Okay, go ahead.
So, and yeah, what it's based off of, the theme, I would say,
Okay.
of the park. So mine is Disney Solaria Kingdom. So
Oh.
Solaria being land of the sun
Okay.
is what it means. 5 distinct lands, and it's the theme of it. There's Italian folklore, Greek mythology, Arab and Persian folklore, Iberian Peninsula folklore, and I did Star Wars.
Oh. That's
I
a good
know.
idea, because look, the Morocco
Well,
kind
Morocco,
of
but
influence.
so the original Star Wars, A New Hope, was filmed in Tunisia,
Right.
Which is a Mediterranean country.
Uh-huh. How about your icon? Are you gonna just
It is that castle,
Okay.
and I will.
Oh, okay.
So the layout, and I'll get. So first, so let me just say,
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
Iberia, Greece, Italy, very water-themed lands, all based around lagoons with water features, or one big lake. So I was thinking either Barcelona or Naples, Italy, which are both right on the water. And I'm thinking Naples is like right in the middle of the Mediterranean.
Okay.
So that was my preferred spot. Now, if you built on the ocean and could somehow push out into the ocean, mine is almost like a palm tree kind of layout, or maybe more of like a Texas A&M, that T, or Texas University,
Okay.
where it drops down on the sides. So you walk into Iberia, and that is the castle from the movie Wish, which I rewatched. I liked that so much better the second time, and
I should watch it again.
the music grew on me. Now,
Really?
the duet between Magnifico and Asha was still meh, but all the other music, I was like, oh, these are actually really good songs.
Okay.
So you walk in there, and there's trails that go off to the side, but on the water would be Italy, Greece, and Iberia. So Spain, Portugal, that area. So those are on I would say a bay. And when you walk out to those, while the paths are inland a little bit and blocked from seeing the water, you can come out to a point from all 3 of those and look across the sea to a different land, to a different country, far off land. So that's the whole idea. And you can do some forced perspective. But I thought the icon with the castle, when it faces forward, it's completely looking like the castle from Wish. But when you look at it from Italy or from Greece, it would have some Greek architecture, some Greek theming, some Italian theming. So it blends in. It doesn't feel like you're looking into a different land. It still feels like it's part of it. Kind of what they did with Tower of Terror, so that when you look through Morocco, it looks like Tower of Terror, even though it's a different park. It still blends in.
Right.
So that's my idea. And then when you come back down away from the water, you get to desert lands. That would be the Star Wars. And then that would also be the, what was the other one I mentioned? Oh, the Arab and Persian lands.
Okay.
So very dry, no water, but back away from those. So you can't see like the ocean from
Right.
there. But from those you can. So
Nice.
that's the overall idea of my park and the
Amazing.
layout.
That's a good layout. Yeah.
Thank you.
Let me see if I can even come close here. So my park, it's called Disney Mediterranean. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so it's right on the coast of Valencia, Spain.
Okay.
Because we had an exchange student, Jorge, to stay with us from
Yeah.
Valencia. So he inspired this
Okay.
thought with me, right? So it's right on the coast, and it goes in. It's a lot of water.
Yeah.
Based. There's water throughout the entire park. It comes in through the water comes out, and the lands are around the water. So it's like a oval shaped, like a horseshoe shaped.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
the park, right? So it starts with like right inside the waterway is the icon of the park,
Okay.
sticking way up high
Yeah.
around. You can see it from everywhere because it goes with everything. Because it's not a castle,
Okay.
right? It's a wishing star.
Oh, okay.
So it has a kind of a feel of, it's marble and gold,
Okay.
right?
Uh-huh.
And with a huge reflecting pool.
Oh, very cool.
Okay, it's inspired by Greek temples, Spanish bell towers, and the solar system
Okay.
with a big, huge star on top. And
Yeah.
the star rotates at night,
Okay.
and the entire thing illuminates, kind of like the Epcot
Uh-huh.
thing. Because of course there's a ride inside.
Yeah.
We'll get to later, but it's fully illuminated at night with a slowly rotating wishing star
Yeah.
that goes around. You can see it from everywhere because it goes with every land, right? So all the lands are around in like a horseshoe shaped around it,
Okay.
starting with the hotel that's in like part of the park,
Yeah.
and then it goes all the way around with all the different lands.
Yeah. I think mine could everything except for the Star Wars. And like Disneyland, where you can kind of see the castle. Actually, you can't really see the castle from some of the different areas, but it's one of those, it could blend in
Right.
well. So Iberia with the Moors and more influence, that could be part of where you could see it from
Right.
Persia,
And-
Arabia, and all the other lands.
Right.
But yeah, you can see that. Like it looks like Mount Olympus from Greece type of thing.
And that's we'll get to that too.
Yeah.
So that's my idea is every land, when you look from land to land, you can actually see the other lands from each land, but they all blend in
Okay.
to one like country. Like you're
Okay.
looking off in the distance to a different
Yeah.
place, but it all goes together and fits in a puzzle
Okay. Okay.
of the entire park.
Yeah.
So it's more like its own little world
Uh-huh.
that's all blended together instead of different worlds.
Yeah.
Like Adventureland's different than Frontierland, right? You're in a
Okay.
whole different place.
Yeah.
When you walk into Galaxy's Edge, you're in a whole different place at Disneyland, right? Here they all blend in an oval shape.
Okay.
Or not an oval shape, a horseshoe shape. Around it comes in from the inlet of the Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah. Huh.
That's my idea of the full park. Then I just have the lands. All I did was lands, and I have a quick overview
Okay.
of each land. So
And
we'll go
then-
over what each land is.
Yeah. You want me to start?
So go ahead.
Okay. So the first land is Star Wars, Villains of Mos Eisley. So that being Mos Eisley, Tatooine was what was filmed in Tunisia. Mm-hmm. And so the characters, but villains.
Okay.
And so, and I've said this, I'm not big into villains, but I think the idea being that if you've been there before and you're going with new people, you're like Ben Kenobi taking Luke Skywalker
All right.
into how to
Yeah.
behave.
Right.
Or you're going in first time and you feel like Luke Skywalker and you're in the big city. It's so cool.
Yeah.
But you don't understand like the hive of scum and villainy
Right.
that
I was waiting
awaits
for
you.
scum and villainy to be said. I was
So-
going to say it if you didn't.
So characters: Jabba the Hutt, Darth
Yeah.
Maul, Watto, Tusken Raiders. So all of those is potentially walking around, not Jabba, but something where he might be overlooking something. But that's like characters that are in there. Shopping. So this is, I think, the only one I really did shopping.
Okay.
The Jawa Trade and Salvage. So the big sand crawler. Mm-hmm. Okay, that is the store. It is they build a giant sand crawler and you walk into it and you buy stuff and it's multi-level.
I like
so you
that.
go upstairs and there's more there's like 3 floors that you can shop at
I like that.
inside a great big sand crawler. The other one, so in Phantom Menace, Fode and Bede is the two-headed announcers for the pod racing.
Yes.
So Fode and Bede, Pod Racer Depot. So how in Galaxy's Edge you can build a lightsaber or you can build a droid. This you can build, it's the same type of class where you go in, like Savi's workshop, but you're building your own remote control pod racer. And you can have different attachments, like a different car that they're riding in, and different like the boosters, the engines, and you can just mix and match everything. But it's got wheels underneath, and it's got a remote control, and you can drive it around. So, like, say there's 2 or 3 kids, they could race each other.
Yeah.
And I was playing with whether or not to have a track there where kids could race each other in their pods. Decided against that because I thought it'd just be too chaotic. But that was the whole idea there. So the rides, the Boonta Eve Classic Pod Race. So that's what it's called in the movie. The pod race that Anakin wins.
Right.
So this is like Test Track or Radiator Springs Racers. Same thing, only it's 4 wide. They're a little bit more narrow, but you go through this track and you're racing 3 other pods. So it's you and it's like 2, 2, 2, 2. So 8 total in the vehicles, but you're racing on this test track that looks like just this desert, but you're racing through there in a pod. So that was my idea for that one. And then I had some edutainment. So living with the land. So Luke grows up on a water farm.
Can't beat that.
So it's a dark ride that goes through the water farm, and they try to teach you how they farm water.
Okay.
Something like that.
That's
but
great.
It really gets immersive into the movie. So it's not just like them making some stuff up, but it's kind of a fun, you can see different characters and what they're doing, and the whole way, the behind the scenes, the way that it works.
You can have a long lecture, like the history of blue milk.
Yes.
That'd be exciting as the Chinese thing at the China Pavilion.
That would be something to skip.
Epcot.
Yeah. No, there will be no blue milk, orange milk. I think they just came out with some orange milk.
I think they did too.
Yeah.
I like a blue milk.
Nasty.
Whatever.
So the last thing is for food, Chalmers Cantina. So the Mos Eisley Cantina. So the original cantina. So I didn't realize this. It's called Chalmers
I didn't know that either.
Cantina. Chalman is a Wookiee.
Okay.
It's owned by a Wookiee.
Huh.
Totally didn't realize that. But
I missed that book. It has to be one of the books somewhere.
It must be.
Yeah.
That's when I was doing search. That's what kind of came up.
Right.
Because I was trying to find out what the exact name was, but the Mos Eisley Canteen.
Wow, you deep dove more than me into your lands.
So, kind of just this one.
Okay, good.
I'm just having fun. But it's an exact replica, the same music as A New Hope.
Yeah,
that cantina.
That's what we all dreamed when Galaxy's Edge was built.
Yeah.
I mean, the cantina's fine.
It's fun, but it's not.
It's not Mos Eisley.
It's not Mos Eisley.
No.
So that's my Star Wars. But because it was filmed on a country bordering the Mediterranean, that's why I added it.
Added Star Wars. Trying to beat my park with the largest IP available. I get it, because my first land is based on Luca. So my lands are going to go like kind of right to left around the park, around my horseshoe. Right? So So this is the first one you'd see, and it's lower. It's called Porto Rosso.
Okay.
And it's a fishing village.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a fishing village that totally blends in with the landscape of Valencia itself.
Okay. Yeah.
So it like looks like part of the town.
Part of the town. Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense.
Features a trackless ride.
Okay.
Okay. I don't have names of rides or how they work. I'm just like, this is like D23 introducing the park to you is what I did.
Yeah.
Right. So I have a large trackless ride and a paddle boat ride. In the park. Around the park will be street performers all day long.
Oh.
Okay.
Very cool.
and there'll be small puppet shows. Mm-hmm. Around like the old school.
Oh yeah,
the old school marionette puppet shows, like in a little box.
Oh, very
you can
cool.
Just stop and watch.
I like it.
Yeah. With shops and restaurants, I didn't know shop. I skipped all the restaurants because we get to repeat ourselves a lot with restaurants. You can imagine the food they'd have. In a fishing village. Use your imagination, and we'll have some of that.
The only restaurants I didn't do any food. I just did if a particular theme popped into my head. With that,
yeah, and I couldn't think of I wanted like an upscale, like booking restaurant where it'd be popular. I couldn't think of one for anything. I was like trying to think of something that everyone want to go to.
Yeah,
like a Mos Eisley Cantina.
Yeah,
right.
I have one more that I think people will like.
Okay.
Yeah, which is anyway. That's later.
Yeah, that's my first land.
Okay, so my next one is the Realm of 1,000 Nights.
Okay.
So this is the Arab and Persia lands. Mm-hmm. And they would be two distinct kind of areas within there. Now, what I did, so there's no Disney IP that's Persian.
Right. We talked about this before.
And so what I did is I kind of deep dived. I just wanted to see like what hero princess stories are out there in Persian folklore, and I came up with one, and then
UIP.
So, and then of course ChatGPT said, "Would you like me to write a story based off of this, a Disney version?"
So you're a Disney movie? You're adding a whole new movie?
Yes, before it comes out, because they've got to anchor it in some IP, and that'll get people to want to go. But it came up, Bijan and Menige. So those are the two. Menige is the princess, and Bijan is the young hero. And there's also Rostam is a mentor figure, kind of like when we talked about Danny DeVito in some of his roles. Maybe Danny DeVito can play him. I don't know. It gave me like songs and a storyline and Disney themes. But anyway, it creates another princess, and it creates Persian IP.
So you added a Persian land.
Well, because it's Persia and Arab.
Okay.
The Arabian Peninsula. But those are two distinct cultures. And so they would both be in that.
Right.
But they would be separated. Like you walk in there, you go to the right, you go to Persia, you go to the left, you go to Arabian Peninsula type of thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to treat them like they're the same, because they are different cultures. And so, but I needed to come up with something like that. The only thing other than, like, there's a movie coming out.
There's a movie coming out. Man, you got Star Wars and a brand new movie. I got old movies.
No, the rest of it will be all old.
We're offering discounts already at my park, folks.
Princess Manige Jewel Gardens. So it's a walk through, like, ancient, when you imagine gardens that the king or the sultan would have. So you're walking through like the sultan's gardens, but it would be Princess Manige's. So think Moana's water.
Moana combined with
lots of water, lots of green plants, lots of shade, a place to cool off, to walk through. Right. Yeah, that would be the drawing attraction there.
Right. What I was just thinking, Moana combined with the little walkthrough thing at California Adventure, where the kids play.
The Redwood Forest?
Yeah, the Redwood Forest.
Yeah, something like that.
A combo of
those. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but that's the drawing, like, that was the uniqueness of it. You know, there could be little rides, whatever, or even, but
imagine the rides on all this stuff.
Like you're gonna pull out the magic carpets of Aladdin out of Magic Kingdom and put it in there because it just fits. But you don't have to think about that one.
Wow, you're just beating me big time with the Star Wars, a new movie coming out.
Okay, well now it gets into just
the
other stuff.
So come to my park anyway, people. My next land is called Kingdom of Wishes,
Okay.
and it's off of Wish. Right?
Okay.
It's a Wish-inspired land. And it includes a workshop like Animation Academy.
Okay. I almost put something like that in there
Yeah.
because I love those.
Yeah, so this is, I know you do, and that's why I added it, because I thought how much you liked some of this stuff, where you create your own wish in this thing, and it's put off into the universe.
Okay.
So you draw out your own wish.
I have almost the same
it
thing.
Gets sent out
Yeah.
to the universe after you do it. So this comes up with my new movie, Wish 2, coming out soon, that I just came up with.
Yeah.
I'm having lots of movies now. But yeah, that's the main part of this land. So it's sitting right next to Luca land.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
This is next, and it goes up a little higher, so it's not like Fishing Village is down low, and up. It's elevated a little bit.
Yeah.
Going up is the Kingdom of Wishes, so it sees the you can see the icon there.
Yeah.
It gets a little bigger, and of course, restaurants, shopping, the norm,
All the things.
all the things.
Yes.
Right. So your next land.
Porto Fantasia.
Oh,
So that's Italy, because everything, if it's on a... So we're here in Washington, and if you go up to the Puget Sound, there are a dozen towns called Port something. Mm-hmm. I grew up in one, Port Orchard, but there's like Port Townsend, Port Gamble, Port Hadlock, all these. Well, there it's Porto whatever. So Porto Rosso, which you mentioned earlier, is the setting for Luca. I just did Porto Fantasia.
Okay.
And that's encompassing all of it because it's Pinocchio, it's Luca. I didn't include Cars, even though Cars 2 was set in Italy, but that's American stuff.
I did Cars.
So, okay, so Luca and Pinocchio, though, are the anchoring IPs. And the only thing I came up with 2 rides. Pinocchio's Daring Journey, lifted straight from Disneyland and put in there.
Okay.
Just straight up, exact copy.
Little newer looking, probably.
Maybe a little newer looking, but
fresh paint.
Maybe more animatronics as opposed to the cardboard.
Yeah. Okay.
The other one, Porto Rosso Vespa Journey.
Journey. Porto Rosso Journey.
So this is, think slower Tron ride through an Italian port town on Vespas.
I like
so
it.
I thought,
Signor Vespa.
So one person could sit on a Vespa.
Uh-huh.
And then, not that they might do sidecars with Vespas, but like 2 people can sit in the sidecar. 1 or 2, whichever. But a cross between like Tron and Mike and Sully's at California Adventure.
Okay.
So much slower.
Yeah.
Maybe it moves a little bit faster.
Right.
But you're just going through on your Vespa through Porto Rosso. And
like
there's
that.
People yelling out from the restaurants, and there's a festival going on, but you're riding through the whole thing on your Vespa. And I thought that sounds fun. I think that would be a lot of fun. And then it's got the combination, if you don't want to sit on a Vespa, you just sit in the sidecar, drop your lap bar. But that's like the unique ride in there.
Right.
And that's all I got.
That's a good one.
Everything else you got to imagine.
Yeah. A lot of mine's imagination, too, because sitting up the highest, so now we're at the highest point of the park.
Yes.
On my third land. This is where Mount Olympus is.
Okay.
Okay, so it's Mount Olympus all the way. It looks like Mount Olympus. It acts like Mount Olympus.
Uh-huh.
But it rises above the entire park, and it features the coolest ride of the whole park, which is a huge coaster that goes out over the Mediterranean. Right?
Okay.
Right?
Oh,
it goes
yeah.
out. It's indoor and outdoor ride, so it starts indoor.
Okay.
With some of the scenes.
Nice.
And that's the main feature of the land. But I was just thinking, this is probably the best place for a fancy Greek restaurant.
Yeah.
Sitting above everything, looking out over the park.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea to have
Yeah.
a Greek restaurant there that serves just amazing Greek food.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to have that one
I know. I
Like,
need a restaurant. I
super
couldn't think of one. It just popped in my head while you were talking.
It's easy to think of like the food that would be in each of these lands.
Right.
But to think of like that iconic restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little more.
I think a Greek themed. They could even have I think a breakfast there too would be good because the characters in Hercules are so amazing.
Uh-huh.
To have a Hercules character breakfast
Yes.
with all the characters of Hercules.
all the characters.
Yeah.
Hades walking through
Yeah,
there.
everybody.
Pain and Panic.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that.
Meg. Yeah.
That's a good one.
That would be a good one.
Yeah, so Mount Olympus, that might be my best land. I think that's going to be a land people will come to my park for.
Coming to for
Yeah.
the. For
We
the
don't need
Olympus.
Star Wars. We got Hercules.
Okay. So mine,
This is supposed to be a competition. I'm kind of turned into one.
I had this weird feeling like it would. So my next one, are you all done? I should ask first. Kingdom of Rosas, which is Wish.
Okay.
That's
This is your wish land.
I just completely pulled. That's the name of it.
Okay.
That's the name of the land that they're from.
I didn't know
Okay,
that. I just gave a Kingdom of Wishes.
So it contains the castle, and it's the central when
All right.
you're walking in, and you're looking down the pathway when you're walking in. And while there's other trails that can go off to other lands, that's what you see after you walk through the gate. Is you see this castle now on the front side, and it's the same kind of castle that you see in Wish, which has kind of like a Parthenon type of looking building off to the side of it. But on the back side is, I was thinking, Mount Olympus,
Okay.
facing Greece area, and I was trying to think of what to do for the other side, whether it looks like the Colosseum from a distance, but or maybe it just has some Italian influence and some Greek influence on the back of the castle. But I wanted that idea where you were looking across the water to a far off land, just like you would, not that you could see across the Mediterranean, but it's one of those, like, I know that there's a far off land across this water. And I kind of wanted to give that effect, but from the backside. You can't, from wherever you're looking at it, you can't see it. There's nothing that breaks that effect.
Right.
It looks like Wish when you're walking in, Iberia, all of that influence. But from the sides, it's Greece and Italy.
I like that.
So within the castle, and just kind of stole this idea, large dining hall within the castle with character meals, but it's built up a little bit higher, so you're overlooking the land while you dine. And just like in Park Fair, 1900 Park Fair, there's the wish ceremony, and there's also a wish ceremony in the movie. But there's a wish ceremony where you write your wish, and I wish this, and it's a whole thing at 1900 Park Fair at
Right.
Grand Floridian. So basically just taking those ideas and reusing them there. Now, I did come up with 2 attractions.
Okay.
Storytellers, and this is because Wish has Easter eggs, and it was an homage to all the Disney stories. There's like Peter Pan references, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, there's Bambi references, there's references to tons of Disney movies throughout this. So Storytellers Hall, if you think of like, and again, this is pulling kind of an idea from Disneyland, but this is a large theater with multiple semi-stage shows, all paying homage to past Disney fairy tales. So if you go to the Royal Theater at Disneyland, you can see a semi-stage production of Beauty and the Beast, or there was another one.
You got me.
Little Mermaid or Aladdin, something like
Might
that.
have been Little Mermaid.
But anyway, they do a couple. But
I haven't thought about that for a long time.
this is like a 20-minute retelling of the story, 30-minute retelling of the story, but like nonstop throughout the day. So there's 2 of
Okay.
Little Mermaids, there's 2 of this story, and basically, like, there's 4 different stories. So you could keep going back and see 4 different plays, and the crews just stay around, and then they go back on after a couple hours and they redo theirs, something like that. But it plays for like 8 hours total. But each group does two shows.
Okay.
So, and you can share cast with like the little background characters, something like that. So Disney, it wouldn't be that expensive. I know how you hate spending money on live entertainment, but it matters. So the other idea, the other attraction I came up with was the Wish Station.
All right.
And this was kind of like the idea that you had. But with this, you write a wish, or if you're a young child, your parents write your wish down on a piece of paper, and you slide it in to the slot. And then you see a wish form in front of you on this screen, and it floats up, and it mixes with all, like there's a big screen
wishes.
up at the top. It mixes with all of the wishes up the top. But all it does is hold your wish through the day. It slides you out a little card, and there's backup for if you lose your card, because you know people are going to lose their card. But it gives you a claim ticket. So later in the day, at a different place, you go back in and you put your ticket in. And then it pops out like this: your wish has been granted, something like that. Or, it returned your wish. And so basically, when you slide this little claim ticket in, you look up and you see a wish start moving around, and it comes back down, and it pops out in front of you. Something related to your wish. Or not related to your wish. Because, I want mommy and daddy to come get back together.
Right. Granted.
But it would be some sort of thing where, it just holds your wish for the day.
Right.
But that's how it would work, is holding your wish for the day. But it would let people be able to make a wish and come back, and the whole experience.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. My next land is Geppetto's Village. I couldn't come up with a better name for it. I tried.
That's a good one.
I tried something for like. I Googled where was Pinocchio set, and there's no name for it. It's just like a village.
But Geppetto's Village is very Disney.
Okay,
that's a good one.
I didn't know if it was good. I didn't love it when I wrote it down because it seemed easy. But it's a storybook village. Kind of like Fantasyland. Right, it has that idea.
Yeah.
Kind of an updated Fantasyland, but it's sitting in the next to Mount Olympus, but down. We're going back down.
Okay.
Right? And so it's sitting down below Mount Olympus is a storybook land.
Okay.
You can see from Mount Olympus, you can look down on it. And so it's a European village with timbered homes and clock towers.
Okay.
Okay? And it has a carousel as their main feature, which you'll love. That's the second thing you'll love that I put on.
I've got a carousel too.
The carousels have all hand-carved figures.
Oh, nice.
That you ride. Like fully hand-carved, and you sit on the hand-carved, like different things. Like
can't wait for
like
Encanto.
Old
hand-carved.
European village setting, and it's a cool thing because me, as I make it in this park, I'm gonna have an apartment in Geppetto's Village. I just thought of this.
Okay.
So in the future, you can stay in Aaron's apartment.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah.
So there.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That beats your stuff.
I almost thought about doing instead of the large dining hall, doing a hotel, a boutique hotel, hotel in the castle.
Right. You can have so many different foods in Geppetto's Village. It could be from like German fare, Swiss food. You can do all sorts of different small Bavarian type foods.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have one more park after this, but that's my...
Okay. My next one, Legends of Helenia. So...
Whoa.
It's basically, it's just based off of Greek mythology.
Okay.
So came up with a couple of rides. Zeus's Carousel. And you get to ride all the mythical creatures of Greek mythology. Pegasus and... Yeah. Just maybe there's a friendly looking kraken. I don't know.
Aaron likes a carousel, everyone.
So, Zeus's Carousel, Mount Olympus Chariots. It's a large roller coaster pulled by, there's two horses in the front, and then it's Yeah, just a couple of horses in the front, and they're pulling you up Mount Olympus, and you're racing around Mount Olympus, being pulled in your chariot.
Nice.
I thought about some inversions too.
Oh,
A little Incredicoaster action going on. So that's a possibility. The only other thing I came up with there is right on the waterfront, like a bunch of food places. Like there's a string of tavernas,
I like that.
fish restaurants, gyro shops, pastry shops, Greek coffee shops, all along the waterfront. And so there's just little cafes, but all kinds of different places to eat, some different options.
Right.
So that's what I came up with. Those are all my lands in Disney's Solaria Kingdom.
So my last land
Okay.
is it. I mean, I don't. It doesn't have to go in too far into it because it explains itself.
Okay.
It's a Cars 2.
Okay.
It's Valencia Grand Prix.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And it's a total racing village. The vibes racing.
Uh-huh.
The rides are all about racing.
Yeah.
Right? Slow racing rides, fast racing rides. The food's all about racing. Racing fare like hot dogs.
I like
kind of
it.
stuff. Right? It's straight up racing.
I like
the
it.
whole thing.
Yeah.
With Cars vibe, Cars IP throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. I think that'd be good. I mean, that's just as good as Star Wars as far as like IP that people would love.
Right. Was it Cars 2 that made her solve the crime?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe that could be involved too.
It was my least favorite of the.
Yeah, maybe that could be involved also. And I did have a hotel. I don't have much
Oh
about
yeah,
it,
I wanted to hear
but
about your hotel.
It's called Disney's Hotel Stella Marina.
Oh.
And it's right at the right-hand side of the park when you walk in. And it also has its own gate that goes right into the park.
Necessary, yeah.
Right? So it sits by the fishing village.
Okay.
The hotel's first on the right-hand side. And it's a small, like 3-4 story and goes around, not a tower, but it goes around. It's large.
Okay.
It's small, like height-wise.
Okay.
To make it so it doesn't like overtake anything.
Yeah.
But it looks like part of the land. It's a small like hacienda kind of idea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
And outside of which land?
So it would be right next. It would be right to the. So if you're looking straight at it, to the left of it would be the what I call it, Portoroso.
Okay.
So the fishing village.
So like a lot of that, like cobblestone and like colorful and
terracotta kind of stuff. Like the roofs are like reddish.
I was thinking if it was outside of Greece, you could do it like the Santorini, which is all that white, very white, with the blue roofs. That would look cool too.
Right, but I thought it'd be good to be on the Mediterranean too.
Yeah.
So the front side of it, or the right side of it, if you're looking at it, would be on the Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah.
Because the whole park goes in from the Mediterranean.
Oh, okay.
It's right there.
That's to your back.
Right.
Okay. See, mine, you would walk into the park, and it's on the back side of the park.
Oh, yeah. You enter. You could probably take a boat in the park.
You could.
Right. You could make a gate outside, like in downtown Valencia.
From all the people coming over from Sicily.
Or Sicilian gate.
Yes.
So you actually scan your ticket in Sicily, and then get on the boat, and you're actually in the park, and the boat takes you right in the park.
Yeah, or down from Rome.
Right.
So Naples is down in between Sicily and Rome. Yeah.
Gates everywhere around the around the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have a single gate sitting there inside the city, and you hop on like a boat when you get in.
That would be interesting though to do.
I love this idea.
The different a hotel, but that each of those cultures represented that, like the Greek one, the iconic. Mm-hmm. So that white with the blue, or the colorful of fishing villages in Italy, or something from Spain. Different things like that. French Riviera. I didn't even think of anything to do with French Riviera.
Wow.
Because that was on there as well.
Endless possibilities now.
Endless
That's
possibilities.
2 episodes in a row where there's endless possibilities.
Yes.
Endless here. Endless Danny DeVito rolls. We got it all. So if you want to contact us, you can at any time.
cheers, number 2, ears, number 1, at outlook.com.
Right.
Like, heart, subscribe, follow, do all the things that your platform asks you to do. That would really help us get the word out. And if you want to book a vacation, how can they do that?
Oh, thank you for that. So if you want to book a vacation with me through Best Day Ever Vacations, you can email me at aaron.bestdayevervacations@gmail.com. And I'm still running that special. The special for if you book a 3-day trip to Disneyland or a 4-day trip to Disney World, 4 park days, 3 park days at Disneyland, I'll send you a $50 gift card on your first park day.
Awesome.
Amazing.
But until next time.
Yeah, I've almost finished this. This is great. I've been sipping this the whole time. This is a great drink. Try this at home. Cheers.
Cheers.